80% of the oil, fuel, and natural gas that used to flow through the Strait of Hormuz has stopped. Yet crude futures remain below $100 a barrel, while the stock market continues to hit all-time highs. These stable prices mask a deeply fractured system. Every actor in this crisis is making a rational decision. Governments release reserves, airlines cut routes, refineries fill their storage tanks. But because the system cannot distinguish between organic demand and a panic-driven stockpile, hoarding is misread as a booming market. Algorithms see this surge, raise prices, and trigger more panic buying. The market has stopped pricing physical scarcity and is now pricing fear. Traditional financial indicators lack the resolution to tell the difference between societal panic and economic prosperity. How do global data models fail to detect such a massive shift in behavior? This blindness is structural. Grid operators and financial analysts rely on data that is 18 months out of date. While ledgers project stability, the physical landscape reveals the reality. Refineries are aggressively accumulating supply in industrial tank farms, hidden from the market. The stockpiling is so severe that brand new infrastructure is being constructed on flatlands right now, specifically to hold the overflow. Managing a modern geopolitical crisis using 18-month-old data means resources are blindly allocated to past conditions rather than present realities. This actuarial development triangle shows why the 18-month latency exists. Claims data takes months or years to finalize. By the time the final cells fill in and the data is considered reliable, the crisis has moved and the capital is gone. While economic ledgers wait, immediate damage compounds. Desperate power grids fall back on burning coal and diesel, causing the ecological layer to fracture first. This creates a simultaneous fracture in the human layer. Citizens bear the brunt through unbreathable air and skyrocketing utility bills that won't show up on a corporate balance sheet for another year. Our systems intentionally ignore these collapses until the resulting economic debt finally materializes 18 months later. If this delay is breaking the system, why don't utilities and energy companies simply pool their real-time regional data? Pooling raw consumer data triggers massive regulatory liability. Privacy frameworks like GDPR, CCPA, and the EU AI Act strictly penalize the sharing of raw datasets. While pooling was once the industry standard for predicting risk, today it invites devastating antitrust and privacy investigations. Keeping data siloed guarantees a blind spot, but pooling it guarantees legal ruin. We have to ask, what if these systems could share intelligence without ever moving the raw data? This is the completion layer. In the traditional model, data must travel to a central server to be processed, creating the 18-month lag. Here, algorithms are sent to the local source. They query the ground truth in situ, bypassing distant ledgers. A utility queries a region's supply chain strain, seeing instability instantly. Customer lists remain behind the firewall, untouched and sovereign. Because no data is surrendered or pooled, privacy is preserved and regulatory compliance is satisfied. Moving the algorithm instead of the data eliminates the 18-month lag, upgrading our global systems from reactive history to real-time truth. Early detection is only valuable if it triggers immediate action. Deploying capital at this scale is a matter of arithmetic. Pooling defensive capital before a community fractures yields a 36-to-1 return in systemic savings. This capital flows directly to the point of origin, stabilizing the household by closing utility and transit gaps, supporting the community with energy assistance, and protecting the corporate balance sheet from stranded assets. Global resilience is built through this kind of microscopic community-level coordination. We no longer have to fly blind on outdated data. We have the tools to witness truth at the point of origin. You do not rise together if you do not rise from where you stand. Visit ZyroHive.com to explore the completion layer of the internet.